In 2026, something strange happened. The most powerful technology ever built became the most hated. Not feared, not doubted, hated. Students booed it at their own graduation. Workers quietly refused to touch it. Took companies worth billions to court. A technology that was supposed to save us. And millions of people decided they didn't want to be saved. 18 months earlier, this same technology was magic. So what happened? What actually flipped? To understand the hate, you have to remember the love, because it was real. Late 2024, ChatGPT became the fastest product in human history to reach 100 million users. Faster than the iPhone, faster than TikTok. People weren't just using it, they were amazed. They used it to write speeches, debug code, explain their medical results. For a brief moment, it felt like the future had arrived early, and it was on our side. Every magazine cover screamed revolution. Every CEO promised abundance. AI was going to do the boring work and free the rest of us to be more human. So hold that feeling. Now ask, how do you go from that to a graduating class booing the word AI on stage in under 2 years? The answer isn't that the technology got worse. The answer is that it got closer. For 2 years, AI lived in a browser tab. It was abstract, easy to be excited about something that can't touch your life. Then it walked into the building. In 2025, AI was tied to roughly 54,000 job cuts. Not predictions, real people, real severance emails. By 2026, 40% of workers feared losing their job to a machine, up from 28 2 years earlier. 60% believe AI will destroy more jobs than it creates. It's not science fiction anymore. It's the word restructuring in an email. It's watching a tool you were told to be excited about quietly start doing your job, for free. Abstract fear people can ignore. A threat to your paycheck they cannot. Excitement curdled into self-defense. But money was only half of it. The other half was betrayal. To build these models, companies needed enormous data. So they took it from the open internet. Art, writing, music, code, faces. Often without asking. 3 artists, Sarah Anderson, Kelly McKernan, and Carla Ortiz, sued Stability AI and Midjourney, claiming billions of images, including their own, were used without permission or payment. Musicians sued AI song generators. Voice actors went on strike. One, Jennifer Hale, put it bluntly, "You're using technology to take away our ability to feed our kids." And in one of the largest settlements of its kind, an AI company agreed to pay $1.5 billion over pirated books used in training, connected to what people already felt. For a decade, we learned not to trust how social media used our data. AI did the same, one level deeper. Social media sold your attention. AI was built out of your work. The promise was A, I will work for you. What it felt like was A, I was built from you, and you weren't invited to the deal. And the numbers show when the mood broke. More than half of people surveyed by Stanford now say AI products simply make them nervous. Among Gen Z who adopt everything first, excitement didn't dip. It collapsed. From 36% to 22% in a single year. People are fine with AI and low stakes, a song, a spam filter. But the second it touches their job, their health, the news they read, the trust evaporates. People don't fear AI as too weak. They fear it's being pointed at them by people who don't have to answer for it. This isn't about technology, it's about power. AI did the opposite. It scaled first, to billions, in months, at a speed nobody agreed to. And only after it was everywhere did the companies ask for trust. 2/3 of young adults now say it's moving too fast. They're not saying it's bad, they're saying nobody asked us. That's the thing they can never take back. Strip away the job fears, the lawsuits, and underneath is the oldest feeling in politics. This was decided for me, not with me. You can make a model smarter, cheaper, safer. But you cannot retroactively ask permission for a future you already installed. So go back to that graduation stage, the booing. It was never about a chatbot. It was a generation realizing their lives were being written by a handful of companies. People don't hate AI because it's too weak. They hate it because for the first time, a technology doesn't feel like a tool they chose. It feels like a tide they're being pulled into. And the companies building it, they know. They're just betting you'll get used to the water. The question is whether they're right. While the public turned, one company made the opposite bet. It looked at all this anger and spent $100 billion assuming it will blow over. Whether that's genius or arrogance is the next story.